Hello everyone, it's me, Beeline, and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to show you some of the tools, actually all of the tools that I use on my type 4 natural hair that I consider lifesavers. These tools actually make my natural journey easier, and I have had to tweak certain things along the way, but I would like to present them to you for your consideration if you are natural, if you are considering going natural, or if you are a new natural, and especially if you also have type 4 hair. Most, if not all of these, will benefit you if you are a natural. So let's get started. I'm going to show you our clips. Alright, they are like small to medium sized clips. I actually find these extremely helpful. The longer my hair has gotten and the thicker that it gets, these have still been able to clamp my hair down and hold it with a very strong hold. I used to use these to hold my hair down if I needed to just clamp it in place for some reason, and sometimes I still do, but if I really do need a lot of hair or a significant amount of hair to be held down and just do not move, I reach for these every time, and they are excellent. They're by Goody, and I've had them for maybe a year now, so I don't remember. I think they were about $3 to $4 at Walmart, but here's a good look at them. So if you are considering a clamp or something like that, you can see how it looks. And it came in a pack of 3 or 4, but if you have medium length hair like mine, you should be able to use those clamps. I'm going to go rather quickly because I have quite a few things. Now I want to move on to these. These are pretty standard. You would want these types of clamps, not necessarily for style, but just to hold your hair in place when you are styling your hair. Say you're detangling, you're installing twists, or if you just want to concentrate on one section of your hair and you need to keep the other part out of the way, these are very good for that. Now I have different sizes because, you know, of different hair lengths. If you have longer hair, of course you would need to have something a little bit bigger, perhaps longer. That's where these come in. This is a smaller size. And I also have these. If you have shorter hair and you would like to use something, it holds the hair very well. You can get these at any hair store, beauty supply, Sally's, and I also have these in different colors for the same purpose. Now this rat tail comb I use primarily I use it for parting, though I do use this part sometime to further detangle my hair, just to make sure that all of that section is thoroughly detangled with no knots at all. I would use this from time to time, but primarily I use it to part. I just use this for precise parting. While I'm on the subject of detangling, let's go ahead and show you these. I also detangle with a Denman brush as well as a tangle teaser. I can't say I notice a huge difference when I use this over this, though I'm just in love with the tangle teaser. Sometimes I prefer to have a handle and, you know, to do it that way rather than this, but the bristles are nice and soft. It's not coarse on my hair as long as my hair is thoroughly wet. Not just damp. I like to have it wet with a good slippery conditioner, be it a leave-in or a rinse out, but it has to be something with great slip. This is the bomb. The Denman brush is the bomb. Now I do want to slow down in this particular area because yes, all naturals need to detangle your hair, but I really want to target the type 4 ladies for just a moment. If you've been dealing with your hair in any way or for any length of time, you know that our hair kinks up like that. And it doesn't matter if you just detangled it. If you don't go behind it and twist it or do something, those strands are going to find a way to coil themselves around each other, and you'll be doing your work all over again, all day, all night. But it's just naturally, this type hair naturally does that. It clings together very tightly. But I really do want to concentrate on when you use this, how you use this, how you use this, because though it may not seem like it matters, it really does matter. Now, when your hair is wet, you have maybe finger detangled your hair, you're washing, conditioning your hair. This is what I do. While it's wet, I use this to begin to pull some of the knots out. Start on the tip, go all the way up to the root while the hair has product on it in the shower, some conditioner, and it's wet. It's a lot of space in between here, as you can see. A lot of space. So it's not going to yank your hair out, but it will pull out any it will begin to pull out any shed hairs that you may have. So this would be your first. You never ever reach for this first. Ever. You will reach for something with a lot of space in between to begin with, and then I go behind that a lot of times with something a little closer in space, just to further detangle it, either in or out of the shower. And then I will go behind that with my tangle teaser or my Denman brush, because now these bristles are going to go and pull out whatever this and this did not catch. But you definitely do not want to start with this, because I even use this after this. Again, if you have any questions, just leave them down below and I'll answer them. Now I want to move on to this particular tool. This has made my life easier because it cleans out my tangle teaser and my Denman brush. It has this angled comb on the tip, and then it also has this brush-like section here. So this is how it looks in case you wanted to buy it. It's just a nice little gadget to have to help clean out your brushes and keep it clean in between uses. Very quick and easy. I mean, it goes in here and pulls hair out very, very, very quickly and easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, pull it out and you're gone. All right, so it's not a necessity, but it makes my life easier. And I got this at Sally's for $2 or $3. This here has made my life very easy, and that is this cap. Now this is a cap that is used when your hair is wet or damp, but you need to go to bed. And sometimes when your hair is wet or damp and you just put on your satin scarf, it could seep through and wet your pillow and things like that. But this is specifically designed for overnight deep conditioning and things of the like. So it has an extra layer in here that's extremely breathable. It's not like your head is gonna sweat. It's, trust me, it's this layer and then this layer. Nothing is gonna seep through at all. So I like this when I want to do an overnight deep conditioning, or when I have twisted my hair at night and it's still wet or damp and I need to take it out in the morning. I can just go to bed, and this has become a lifesaver. And this I got at my local beauty supply store. All right, I don't want to assume that everyone knows this, so it may seem very elementary for some, but I have to express it. Cotton scarves are not encouraged when you're dealing with your natural hair. So I know I have like maybe 10 of these still in my drawer, and I just have not parted with them. But I do not use them on my hair, be it for bed or even just to walk around the house. I don't use these because, as we know, cotton is designed to absorb, and you definitely don't want to absorb the moisture. Either it's natural moisture or the moisture that you have taken your time to put into your hair. You don't want to turn around and just put this in to soak it all up. So I do not use this, but I do use a regular satin bonnet, something either like this, like that, or just a regular scarf that you just fold into a triangle. You want to stick with something that will help you keep the moisture in your hair where you want it and where it belongs. Now, speaking of satin, I also have this pillow case that I keep in my drawer next to my bed, just for those times when I want to go to bed, but like I'm feeling real sleepy and I don't feel like either getting up to fix my hair, to prep it, to do anything to it. I just want to lay down and go to bed. Well, most of my pillowcases are cotton. So what I do is I just reach in my drawer for my satin pillowcase, and I just slip it over my pillow, and then I just lay down and go to sleep. So that's just an idea. If you want to purchase a satin pillowcase, you can just keep it somewhere close by for those lazy nights, or maybe if you want to travel, you can stick it in your briefcase, or your suitcase rather, and you don't have to sleep on their cotton pillowcases at a hotel or wherever you're going. This is the end. Scarves. Right? I actually used this in a demo that I recently did for a scarf styling idea, and I was asked the question about I think the question was, what kind of scarves do I use? And I did answer the question, but I did the issue of price and how much they cost and things of that nature. Now, I have a lot of scarves, and to answer the first question, like for instance, this particular scarf is 100% polyester. 100% polyester, 100% polyester, and I went through most of my scarves in my drawer, and they're all 100% polyester except for one. One was a mixture of polyester and rayon. So that's that. I don't have any cotton scarves or anything like that that will again soak up the moisture out of my hair. If I do have, or if I do get a cotton scarf that I really like, I would just put something here to protect it, and then I put the scarf on top of that. All right, so that's the question. So that answers the question about the material of the scarves that I have. And then lastly, I am very cheap. I'm very cheap. So my scarves don't cost $10. I don't have a scarf that costs $10 or $12 unless someone gave it to me as a gift. I don't have anything against $10 scarves or $12 scarves. I just don't see the need to pay $20, $30, $50 or just $10 for a scarf when I can get something like this that I think is very beautiful for $1.99, at the most $2.99. I have never gone over $5 for a scarf. That's just me. I know. Go ahead. I know. You cheap. That's a shame, girl. That's a shame. I know. Come on, bring it on. All right. That's it now. But yeah, there you have it. Those are the items that I use. Those are my tools that I find life-saving. They help me out a lot, and they have been extremely beneficial on my natural hair journey. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and until the next time, be blessed.